Moses carries at least a 2-inch height advantage, at least what's listed against Antonio Dunton-El Jr. And Dunton-El Jr. again, 6'4" and 2. This is a 130-pounder who's regarded as a better fighter than his record suggests. And Moses in the white and purple trunks. Dunton-El Jr. with the silver and the black trim.
Yeah, Dunton, he jumps in pretty nasty. I think Zaquin has a really good chance of being able to counter with something nice and putting him down.
Moses earned a 4th-round TKO over Carl Rogers back in New York City. He was in full control, and that punch waking up Dunton-El Jr. Good quality right hand to the body. In that fight, Zaquin was in full control. Right before the 4th round, Zaquin was told by his trainer and grandfather, Wally Moses, to get Rogers out. That is exactly what Zaquin did. And talking with Wally Moses earlier this week, he feels Zay has gotten stronger this year. He's progressed with his lead hand, and he likes how Zaquin is turning his punches over, leveraging those punches. He said offense is the best defense right now for Zaquin at this point.
No, for sure. After that shot, he kind of made Dunton kind of hesitate from lunging like he was in the beginning of the round. I'd like to see Zaquin do a little bit more baits or more jabs to kind of get it going a little bit. It looks like Dunton's trying to make the fight boring, just moving around, not throwing too much. So it would be nice to see Zaquin kind of make this guy engage. Ooh.
Nearly drop it to the floor. That glove and the knee coming close to the mat for Dunton-El Jr. Big windups from both fighters.
Good body shot.
Dunton-El getting in against Zaquin Moses right there.
Good counter.
You can see how the body frame is really working for Zaquin Moses at 20 years old. He carries 130 pounds so well. Broad shoulders. And if you're going to move forward, there's a whole lot that's going to meet you.
Yeah, for sure. And he definitely knows how to carry his range. So, in the ring, Dunton's probably feeling him a lot bigger than what he's supposed to be.
One round into our main event before the bell. Moses in the corner with his grandfather and trainer in Wally Moses, Shakur Stevenson as well. Take a look at some of that action from round number 1. Ronald Sims also working the corner of Zaquin Moses for this fight. Of course, the younger cousin of 3-division world champ Shakur Stevenson, protege of Raymond Ford, who's out here in Philadelphia watching Moses work. All training at the J. Prince Gym now in Houston, Texas. Dunton-El Jr. with a couple of connections to start round 2.
Moses did really well that last round. I just probably would like to see him pick up that punch output just a little bit. Yeah, see right now, it's just not a lot going on. Ooh, good count. Good shot by Dunton.
Perhaps that wakes up Moses here.
With a guy that moves around like that, man, you want to keep that stick on him. You want to always make him think of something. If you give a guy free clearance, he's just going to go and launch in with a shot. And sometimes you just get overconfident and I think he can land the shot from there. And, that's what we just saw right now. Dunton able to land some shots.
This is Dunton-El Jr.'s 5th straight 6-round fight. Traveled to the backyard of his last opponent, Abel Mejia, Southern California, back in May. So no stranger to being a road fighter, though Philly's just up the road from Baltimore.
Dunton's had some success this round, though, so far. You know, landing a couple big noticeable shots. And I think it's really just the lack of Zaquin Moses throwing jabs and keeping this guy busy.
There's a left hand. That meets Dunton-El Jr.
Good shot.
Moses countering with that left hand.
I think a change of direction for Moses would be very beneficial to him. Just instead of standing there in front of Dunton, give him some little angles. Move to the side a little bit. Step to the side a little bit. So far for me, that was a good shot.
Left hand sweeping the face of Dunton-El Jr.
That was a good shot. I don't know. This round is kind of weird to score. You know, Dunton's landing some great shots, so I don't know if he will pull off the round so far as of now.
From what we've seen so far, and again, just scheduled for 6 rounds, Dunton-El Jr. is the type of fighter that might be able to frustrate a young prospect like Moses with his durability.
Yeah, and he just does a lot of unorthodox things. I think sometimes, you know, especially, you know, like Moses, I'm sure he gets great sparring, especially with elite fighters. You get so used to, you know, fundamentals perfectly, you know, when you spar guys and stuff like that. And when you have a guy that kind of doesn't know how to fight like that, it throws you off.
Yeah, what are you going to do when it gets ugly, right?
Right, exactly.
We're going to see. And it is a tough round to score.
That was a tough round. Yeah, that's a tough round, man. Who do you give it to, the hometown guy or, you know, Dunton's he's landing some good shots, though. I think this might be the only round he might win, so I'll give it to Dunton this one.
I'd have to argue. I mean, I don't know everything about my Philly geography, but I think, like, Philly's equidistant to Moses' hometown in Newark and Baltimore, Maryland, so they're meeting in the middle. And as we look at some of the action here from round number 2, again, good moments from both fighters.
Right.
Moses not as active with the hands compared to previous fights, at least from what we've seen thus far. Beginning of round number 3.
Dunton's letting him go. He came to fight, though. You gotta give him that, right?
He's trying to come away with a victory, looking to avoid a second straight defeat to a 130-pound prospect. He's won 3 of his last 5. Turned 29 in a couple of months. And now Moses coming forward here.
You could just tell the difference, man, when Zaquin just let his hands go. There you go.
Pendulum starting to swing in Zaquin's favor here in round 3.
Keep working.
I think Dunton's got to go back to what he was doing, you know, the last round, just kind of moving around a little bit, get Zaquin to plan on his feet, and then come in with a loading shot. I think that body shot hurt him, though.
That left hand moments ago to the body hurt him. That right hand made it a double whammy.
I think Zaquin just found the formula right now to take out Dunton.
And whatever happens next with Zaquin Moses, and if he's able to unleash, I think you point back to those 2 shots to the body here in round 3.
Yeah, that was definitely
turning point.
Attention. Yeah, for sure.
A walloping left hand comes in from Moses. Final minute to go in the 3rd round. Zaquin Moses trying to move to 5-0 as a pro. He wanted 5 fights in his first calendar year. He's able to check that box off. Good movement by Zaquin.
Good body shot. That definitely caught his attention right there.
That was a sneaky body shot. He starts upstairs, is able to lower himself with the hand.
Yeah.
And kind of disguise the fist with how he was able to lower his body.
Yeah, right here, I would just like to see more jabs, just to stay a little active, get something going. Last thing you want is for Dunton to recover and start throwing these, wild haymakers that he was throwing earlier.
Moses entered with a 4-0 record, 3 knockouts. We'll see if he's able to turn the corner from that third round. A round that he likely put in the bag in the eyes of the judges.
For sure, that was he definitely made a huge adjustment from the second round, I think. And I think the main adjustment was probably just pick up the volume output. Don't give Dunton enough time to be able to do all this awkward stuff to him.
Dunton-El Jr., a good next step type opponent for the 20-year-old out of Newark. 3-time national champ. His profile skyrocketed when he was able to beat Kermel Moten in the amateurs. That's a fight that, again, everyone talking about what fighters like Giorgio Visioli and Moten are going through. Those names, they keep popping up between all the fighters. Moses talking about Moten, vice versa. Now Giorgio Visioli coming into the equation from across the Atlantic. It makes for an interesting future for these light weights with these young prospects.
Yeah, I think Zaquin, Dunton's kind of moving his head sometimes a little weird. I think probably shoot him a little lower, go for the body first, then come upstairs. Obviously, we've seen Dunton didn't like those body shots too much.
As long as Moses isn't throwing the jab consistently, what do you feel Dunton-El Jr. should be working on?
Honestly, doing weird, trying to make it uncomfortable
make it weird, right?
Make it weird from launching with weird shots. I mean, that's what was working for him. And letting his hands go. I think that's the best thing right now for Dunton. Because for some reason, when he's throwing shots, he slips in 1 or 2 in there. Good body shot. That hurt him.
Right hand from Moses, moments ago.
I think Zaquin can kind of step on the gas now because he definitely has him.
Dunton-El Jr. backing up after that shot.
Throw your right hand, man.
Over a minute to go. Right hand connects by Moses.
Good body shot again.
Doubling and tripling up the right hand. Zaquin Moses looking to show off that pedigree that he possesses. His 5th pro opponent.
Those body shots from Zaquin definitely slowed down. He's not moving around in his feet. He's kind of more settling down now. You can tell the life is draining out of him.
Give him some more of that. Give him some more.
Nice right hand counter from Moses.
Dunton was able to last like 4 body shots right there. I'd like to see Zaquin just take maybe a step back, just so Dunton don't get nothing at all. Be selfish a little bit. Definitely see Zaquin though is breaking him down. Definitely breaking him down good. I think he might be able to take him out in the later rounds.
What will the final 2 rounds have in store? What will Moses able to take from the first 4 and apply it to the final two coming up.
I think besides the second round, I think I give Zaquin probably most of the rounds.
At the moment, yeah, I have it 3 rounds to 1.
Yeah,
Gave Dunton-El Jr. that second round. You could argue it could have been
go
both
either
ways.
way. Yeah, it could
I
go
don't
either
think
way.
anyone can really put up that big of an argument with that. Again, Ronald Sims on the left side of your screen. Wally Moses, Zaquin's grandfather, on the right. Ronald Sims, the head trainer for Nishant Dev, who we're going to see coming up in Orlando on November 1st. Another talented Matchroom prospect. Start of round number 5. And so far, Dunton-El Jr.'s turned into the opponent that Wally Moses was talking about during the fight week. He feels that Antonio was a formidable opponent for the people that he had fought previously. But he also believes Zaquin was a cut above all of those opponents that Dunton-El Jr. was in the ring with. So he didn't think that Dunton-El Jr. is going to do as well with his grandson as he had done in the past. He's made it awkward at times. Moses has been in control for a large majority of the, and you just feel like there's extra room for Zaquin to go into.
No, for sure. I think mainly is kind of be a little bit more defensive responsible. You know, sometimes Dunton lunges in with these shots that shouldn't be hitting Moses. Other than that, man, I think Moses is doing his job. Just probably clean up that defensively to me.
Quality left hand from Zaquin.
Over top, let it go. First step 2.
But Dunton's definitely giving Zaquin some good work, good rounds, and it's definitely going to help him out in the future.
Right back. Keep forward.
Antonio Dunton-El Jr.'s corner not liking the hesitation from their fighter.
See, like little shots like that, Dunton shouldn't be landing. You know, even though they're not doing much damage, they just shouldn't be landing, especially with a guy, you know, that has the pedigree as Zaquin. And you know what it could be too, man, at times when you got an opponent like, you know, Dunton, not taking no credit away from him, you get just too overconfident. You know, sometimes you slack a little, like we were saying with Boots. You know, sometimes people say, like, when you just know you're superior and levels above, man, you kind of just sometimes you take it down a notch. Good body work.
Good body work. A nice quality combo from Zaquin Moses. Working with Dunton-El Jr. in the corner. Right hand shoved into the body. And now they work back to the middle. Less than 30 seconds to go in the penultimate round of this bout scheduled for 6. Final bout of our Before the Bell card.
I like that flurry at the end Zaquin did, but I feel like he just needs more of it. A guy like Dunton's not going to go out there, man, just with one shot. You got to be able to impress him.
Good left hand at the bell. One more round to go for Zaquin Moses. Here's some of the action from that 5th round. It's going to be interesting to hear comments from Zaquin after the fight, comments from his staff, his team. Again, most notably absent is the consistent jab.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. This is the 6th and final round.
Tito, who's the most awkward fighter that you had in front of you as a pro?
Oh, awkward fighter. That's an easy one, actually. The fight I had in Nicaragua against Soleimani Indoheny. He fought the likes of Devin Haney before me, and then after me, he fought guys like Muratai and Barbosa, who he gave them obviously too, and Devin Haney all a tough time just because he's so awkward. He has this weird little movement, throws overhand rights, launches in with shots, kind of like, not like Dunton, but, you know, similarly. And it just throws you off, man, because you're used to sometimes, especially in the United States, guys who are, you know, fundamentally proper. But yeah, he definitely gave me a good fight. He was the first one to give me my first 10 rounds. Although I could argue, though, if I didn't fight him in Nicaragua, I would have knocked him out over here. That climate change definitely ruined me.
It's rough.
Yeah, it was rough out there, man. Had me huffing and puffing like the big bad wolf.
Moses may have Dunton-El Jr. huffing and puffing. Again, work to the body here in the 6th round as he tries to break him down. A counter right coming from Zaquin Moses.
I think if Zaquin would have followed up with another shot right there, he would have took him out.
Seeking an equality left hand in that combo. And now Dunton-El Jr. holding on. As the 20-year-old is trying to earn his 4th straight stoppage. He's began his pro career at 4-0 with 3 knockouts. This is the building he made his pro debut in. Looking for more big nights.
Good shot.
Another quality right counter.
He's doing good.
You see him smile, you know he's in control.
Yeah, he's in control. I just want to see him a little bit more consistent. You know, he obviously every time he throws shots, he lands them.
Jump on him, man. Jump on him, man.
Good body shot.
Side swipes the right side.
Obviously, man, Zaquin's a talented fighter. I think right now we're just lacking really just a punch out him, man, to really display his full skill that he has. Good body shot. Thinking some sweat hitting me right now from the side.
It's the pitfalls of sitting ringside. Also, it's the collateral you pay for a great view, right?
Right. Nothing some face wash can fix up.
That's right. A good trip to the dry cleaners. Right hand cleaning the clock of Antonio Dunton-El Jr. One of the cleanest punches of the fight for Zaquin Moses.
He felt that one. Dunton's giggling a little bit.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Yeah, Dunton-El Jr. smiling. Zaquin Moses not so much. But he feels like he did the job through those 6 rounds.
Yeah, man, clear victory from Zaquin. Definitely, obviously, the superior fighter. Just certain little adjustments he has to make in the camp. You know, mainly just punch output. Other than that, man, I think and a little bit more defensively responsible. Other than that, man, I think he's doing a great job.
These are the experiences you want. He's 20 years old.
Yeah, of course,
5
man.
fights in, yeah.
And I think what a lot of people forget is, you know, especially coming up as a young prospect, you're allowed to make mistakes so you could go work on them. He's not supposed to be perfect right away. You know, he's allowed to make mistakes. And obviously mistakes, man, is what sets you forward so you're able to improve, right? So you have no gaps in your game in the future.
Zaquin checking for blood himself. And you can imagine, again, 5 fights, first 11 months as a pro. He'll be right back in it early part of 2026. As we see some of the action from that 6th and final round. Moses seemingly about to improve to 5-0.
Yes.
I had to pause real quick because Antonio Dunton-El's corner is apologizing for being so loud right next to us. They're not doing anything wrong.
No, of course. I thought he was apologizing for being in your money shot.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll be mad too. No.
I love sitting this close to a corner. You get to hear everything. So we are ready to go make this official. Let's go inside the ring with David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored this bout identically, 60-54. For your winner by unanimous decision, he's still undefeated, Zaquin Moses.
So it looks like they gave him that second round, too.
Yeah, that was the only question left to be answered. It's a clean sweep for Moses across the scorecards. The second round, in the eyes of the judges, all of them went to Zaquin Moses as he gets his hand raised, improves to 5-0 with a 60-54 decision across all 3 scorecards by the judges. So a unanimous decision victory back in Philly for Zaquin Moses. We're going to hear from Charlie right now in the middle of the ring with Zayba.
Zaquin, congratulations, victorious again here. A really tough and good opponent there as you get the rounds in. Just your initial reaction.
I felt good, man. This dude was a little weird. He came out a little strong, but it is what it is, a learning experience.
You're at the early stage of your career. At this point, it's about getting the rounds, being out on the biggest cards. Obviously, a huge card tonight here in Philadelphia. It's learning in boxing as well, right?
I mean, for sure. I mean, it feels good to be back in Philly. It's my second time in Philly. I made my pro debut last year. And it's amazing to be on this big stage. It's amazing that I had this opportunity. And I can't do nothing but thank God, because without him, nothing to be possible.
We know just how talented you are. Is it a matter of just activity now? Just keep yourself busy, keep yourself in the ring, having those fights that are testing you so you can learn, and then we'll see the best out of Zaquin Moses.
I mean, for sure, I want to keep learning. I want to stay in the ring. I mean, in a couple years, I know I'm going to be fighting for world titles. I'm going to be fighting top guys. And I just want to keep improving. I want to keep progressing, and I can't wait for the future.
Promoter Eddie Hearn will bring you in another great performance and another really good opponent to give him the rounds here in Philly.
Perfect opponent. So he's just 20 years old, Zaquin, and that's 5 fights in 11 months. That's what we do. We keep these prospects nice and busy, and that's the plan. Start moving soon towards 8 rounds. Did it in a canter tonight over 6. Perfect learning experience. We've got 2-3 years of building this young man to the World Championships. He's got a great team of people around him. He's got a great head on his shoulders as well at such a young age. Dedicated to the craft, great work ethic, all the talent. Just got to walk the path. And that's what we're going to do. We give him all the opportunities to do so. More opponents like that. Tough opponent. You know, over here in America, there's a deeper pool of talent. You don't really see young prospects fighting guys at that level at 20 years of age after just 4 fights. Great matchmaking, great performance, great future.